Hey everybody, just checking in. It's AJ here with Wannabe Reefing for episode 2. I had to go back and look at the dates that I recorded the videos for these, and it looks like it's been about 18 days since the last video was recorded. So just for a small update, it's been a little over 2 weeks, and some good news. It's looking like the dinos have disappeared. I mean, there's a little bit of a trace left that you can see on that one Monty cap, which who knows if it's surviving or not at this point. Figured to leave it in there and see. But otherwise, I don't see any dinos in the tank. So really happy with that. Hopefully, it stays that way. I've been, I think I can chalk it up to dosing the monopotassium phosphate, I think is what it is that I mixed up. So, yeah, happy with that. If anybody's interested in the concentration or how I mix that up and how to do that, I'd be, considering making a video on that for anybody that's interested. Super cheap method and easy to dose. So, yeah, happy with that. Hoping that they don't come back. So, took a while, but I've stopped dosing it, and so far my phosphates have been hanging out around 0.08 to zero point 0.1. And then my nitrates have been climbing up, so I'll probably do a slight water change. I think I tested them today and they were like 30. So, um, so yeah, probably gonna bring those down soon with a water change, but I just didn't want to disrupt with what I had going on. It seems like everything's somewhat happy. My torches obviously aren't super extended. I took this video a little bit in the morning and they ended up opening up a little bit more during the day. But yeah, so if there's any tips on how people can get their torches to expand, I mean, that one on the right's definitely not as happy as it was a couple of weeks ago, fully extended and moving around. So not sure. I got a chance to run some par numbers, and it looks like they're all in that roughly. The one torch turn in the center was pushing about 140, and then the torches on the right are around, I don't know, 100 par, I'd say. And that little Colorado sunburst that you can see there is around 45 par, I think, in the back. So he's hanging in there. Um, but yeah, things are going all right. I played with my wave makers a little bit. In the Mobius app, I switched that up to a parent-child kind of configuration with running a Lagoon mode at like 25% most of the day, I'd say, with like on an anti-sync with the other one, with a like 1 hour of nutrient transport mode at like 18% on that. And yeah, things are going good. Been changing out the filter floss every couple of days, and nothing to complain about. I was gonna note for record on here my Gen 5 Radion XR15 Pro. I'm running a lighting schedule right now of from 9:15, and that ramps up till 11 a.m. where it settles out at 44% power on an AB plus schedule, and then that runs until 6:45, and then ramps down to 8 where the light's off. So I'm getting around 7 hours and 45 minutes of full light on the reef, which I'm just gonna stick with it at this point and see what happens. Um, Other than that, so far still running. I mixed up I think right around that last video that I made, I mixed up a 5 gallon bucket of Kalkwasser with like I think 1 tablespoon of calc added, and that's so far it's been holding really well. My pH probe, I think I need to calibrate, but I added some controls on that when I started dosing the calc so that if the pH got above like um, 8.1, I did for this because I noticed it was an older pH probe and it seems to want to be running from 7.6 to like 7.9. So I'm seeing that zero point 0.3 swing during the day, but which I think is normal. People usually see like a 7.8 to 8.1 swing, whatever it is. I just think mine's out of whack. When I calibrated it, it calibrated fine. according to the app, but it was in that lower range. And then I used like a Hana checker and found that it was in that 8.1 range when this thing was reading like 7.3. So yeah, I don't know. Other than that, everything seems to be going fine. I'm gonna ride it out. I mean, when I can afford to, get another little cheap um, pH probe from Bulk Reef Supply, I'll just buy one and calibrate and see if it changes. But yeah, I mean, everything seems to be going well. That's kind of it for an update. My alkalinity with that Kalkwasser, I'm real happy. That seems to be holding pretty steady around like 8.3 DKH. Um, Not a lot of swings. I've been measuring it, since I put it in, and it's been pretty well pegged. So I'm pretty happy with that. Um, and just gonna try and give it some time to grow out, hoping to get some coralline. When I first seeded the tank, I threw in some pieces of coralline covered rock from my local fish store, and I even scraped the rock a few times to try and get those spores in the water column. So I think I'll probably do that again here soon now that I've added that kalkwasser and see what happens. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to comment, and hope you guys like the video and subscribe. And thanks for my 2 new subscribers. So really appreciate it. And yeah, hope everybody has a great week. Thanks.